Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines Sunset Harbor DLC. We are here on a PC here in the great city of New York City, and we're back for another episode. What I'd like to do for today is hit that escape button. What I'd like to do today is I'm going to show you how to build the City Skylines the oil industry. What you're going to need is the City Skylines Industries DLC. Download it on your computer. I've had that question pop up before in my feed, but I'm going to show you. So what I want to do is the oil is to our right. So let me click our natural resources. So that is a black glob of oil. So we have a lot of oil natural resource, as you can tell. So what we need to do first is pretty simple. We need to actually, let's find that industry. Yep, there's our industry. And what we need to do is, this is going to take a decent amount of time. We are going to district the whole freaking island. And while I'm districting this, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. I do appreciate it. We are almost at 600 subscribers, so you guys are doing a fantastic job. Everybody in the community, and also other City Skylines channels have commented. Everybody, we are doing a great job, so I greatly appreciate it. And that is my spiel for that. So make sure you hit that like button. It does help our videos, and comment and subscribe. It also helps. And while we were waiting, I filled in the entire industry. Now, once you're done districting the entire industry, you need to paint another actual district. So that is fun stuff. So let me do that really quick. Okay, guys, now that you can see that we have districted the entire island, what you need to make sure you do is make sure you plop it down and make sure you create the oil industry. So now the first step is actually going to be a tricky one, because so my goal for this whole thing is to use this highway and have a one-way path around here. So this is where, to the right where my cursor is where all the oil rigs and stuff are going to be. Then to the left over here, I wanted the refineries. So the one issue I have is, in order to start building an actual in order to start building the oil industry, you need to build a main building. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a long, medium-sized road. This is what we're aiming for. We're going to kind of divide our industry up, but you know, it's not meant to be a forever thing, but all right, that will work perfect. What I want to do though is I want to put a road going up this way. Actually, no, I could do a road up this way. So I want to put the main building. So let's get over to our industries and go over the oil industry. Again, you can't build the oil industry without actually having a main building. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that right there. I think the fence should be along there. Yep, the fence is along there. So that works perfect. So now let's get into the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to do. So I'm going to show you the City Skylines oil industry road layout. I think this is going to work out pretty well. Many of you know that I am a big fan of trying to do my best with traffic. And let's use that medium. Ooh, wait, I don't have a one-way. Wait a second. There's no one-way. Oh, I did not know that. I thought there was actually, I know there's a one-way medium-sized road or small road, but I did not know that there wasn't. I just learned something. There is not a one-way industrial road. I just learned that today. Wow, I've played this game for how long? Anyways, so what we're gonna do is this is gonna come off the it is gonna get off the off ramp. So the highway off ramp will be right here. And nope, City Skylines, you're not doing what I wanted you. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I know, there's the one. Okay, guys, so we're going to make a hard cut. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. So let's get this road on the ground, first of all. So ground level. There you go. So that will work perfect. So what we want to do is I want to hug this coastline. So kind of like what I did with the highway that's over here. It kind of hugged the coastline. And we want to do the same thing. And just hug that coastline. And there we go. And now we're going to create a little bit of an aggressive turn. So what we're going to do with this City Skylines oil industry layout is I will... Ooh, that is a little bit harsh of a turn, don't you guys think? There you go. That's a little bit better. But what we want to do is I want to kind of create like a little circuit, but we're going to try to keep it within reason. So there we go. So all right, so we have that. Now you're gonna be like, wow, that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in the entire world. Yeah, I know, but what we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna add the oil industry rigs, which are gonna be perfectly, not perfectly, but well, I don't think you could ever perfectly place something. Maybe you can, I don't know. But what I want to do is kind of create these auxiliary roads that are one-way roads. Just all the way here. So we want all the traffic to be pushed this way. We don't want, I know this is a two-way road, but we want it to all go towards the refineries that are going to be over here. So we have a couple of these that are going to, a couple of one-way roads that are just going to be pushing upwards. So now what we want to do is we want to actually build the oil refineries. So let's go over here. Now what I want to do is when you're building these oil refineries, so let's grab a large one, for example. We can put one here. I'm going to just leave a little bit of space between some of these. Now watch what I'm going to do. This actually helps make it a little bit better. So we have a dirt road here. And what we want to do is just kind of create roads around each of these oil refineries. So each of these oil refineries kind of has their own little, not an island, but they're separated basically. So what you see sometimes is people plop them, sports monkey. Basically, I've done this before. You just plop them right next to each other, and it kind of creates like a massive traffic jam, and that's not what we're sort of looking for. So again, just create a couple rows of these things. Now, it doesn't need to be perfect. Not at all. Does not need to be perfect. But we're trying to keep them all in the same vicinity. And remember, this is where all of our oil is. And we're going to do that for a little bit. So I'm going to fill this in so you guys don't have to see everything. So I will be right back, guys. This is going to be a hard edit or a hard cut, what we like to do when editing video. Okay, guys, so this is all filled in for the time being. We have plenty of room for expansion, so don't freak out. It will be okay. So like I said, we have a lot of one-way roads that, we have a lot of one-way roads that it's going to push traffic up, and we want to build it this way. So over here, we need the actual oil refineries. So what we want to do is, since we don't have that much space, since we're kind of condensed with space, what we need to do first is we need to move this medium-sized road, and we need to get it ready to go back to the highway. So there's our highway on-ramp, and I will create the highway on-ramp later, but we just want to, no, that was not it, sports monkey. What we need to do is I want to create the turn so we at least have an idea. I can edit that, so don't worry, that will be edited. But now let's start building the refineries. So now that we're over here, let's get the traffic going. We want the traffic to go towards the highway exit. So what we want to do is I'm going to grab a straight road and grab that and just kind of bring it over here, and then just go, nope, that is not, I want a straight road. So hold on, I need to go further, and then I'm going to go down straight. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so what we want to do is go like this. Right click, right click, right click, right click. So now we can create kind of like, this should work out okay. And what we want to do is start adding the refinery buildings, but we don't want to necessarily add them just yet. We want to make sure we don't want to connect it to this main road because there's going to be traffic. So let's go up this way a little bit, and we'll go a little bit to the side and down. And now let's start adding those main roads. Main buildings. Sorry, guys. Now let's get into here. So we have the oil sludge. So let's add a couple of these. And they should fit pretty perfect along here. We're going to go up like that. So we're going to add a bunch of those. So we added 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know, about 5 or 6. So now we have that. And we have the one-way road. They have a way out. Now let's grab over here. And we're going to go even further. And again, this is we might want to I might want to update this road, but for the time being, we'll leave it be. And we'll grab a couple of what's called the petrochemical plants, and we're going to do the same thing. Just build a row of those. There you go. Now, what we're trying to do is avoid having all the traffic. So I am actually going to update that medium-sized road. I might actually make it I'm going to make it a large one-way road, which will work actually pretty perfect. So let's grab that. Let's just update that real quick. There we go. Nope. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. So what we're trying to do is direct traffic to this large road and out of here. So out on the highway. So that is why we're kind of creating like it's kind of a very weird, when I planned this and wrote this down and whatnot, I thought this was a little weird, but I just wanted to see what would happen in City Skylines where the traffic would just kind of be, we're kind of forcing the traffic to go one direction. So it's kind of like a circuit. So it starts here, goes down here, they get refined over here, then it comes this direction, goes to the refineries, and then leaves. So I'm trying to create sort of a different way, sort of a different traffic pattern, I should say. So let's keep building, and I will talk less. Let's see. So we have one of these. Let's see. So let's add the Nutella plants. So here will be okay because we'll add 4 of those. And then if we really want, we could get really cute with it. Let's get we can get a one-way, if we can get a one-way road down there. So maybe this is another exit, and then we can kind of go like this over here. All right, so we do have another plant that we do, wrong button, but we do have another plant that we can actually put down. It is the, what is this plant exactly? It is the waste oil refinery plant. So we'll put a few of those here. So that this is kind of off to the side. So again, the traffic for over here is not going to be that terrible. So I'm okay with all this so far. I actually kind of really like it. So basically, again, all traffic flow. This could be a little aggressive. But as you can tell, look at how see those 2 trucks there? They just went an easy right-hand turn, and they're going all the way down back to the refinery. So that is pretty perfect. I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty perfect. That works pretty well. So now let's get some storage. So we're gonna get storage over here. Go along here. Now I'm not so sure how well we can fit this, but we're gonna try our best. So let's go over here. So now let's find our oil storage. So make sure when you are building the oil industry, you do leave room for storage. So we can go like this. Go like, nope, I'm going to leave some space for some of these. Perfect. Now what we can do is we do need an oil storage. So what we can do with that is let's add some roads along here just in case. So I don't want for this road, I don't want it to touch that large road. So we're going to go right alongside there. That's perfect. And then if we can go up alongside here, and there. So what I want to do now next is put this up here like that. So we're trying to keep everything nice and tidy. So we do have this road right here, and we have space. So we have another storage area where we can put these. We can put a couple of things. We can put the crude oil caravans, which actually that could work pretty nicely. Put one of those there, and then we could do kind of the same thing on this in this general direction. So just go like this, like that. Perfect. So again, we're funneling all the traffic into the right spots, which I really, really like. Now, this might, honest to God, guys, this might take some fine tuning after you know, after a little bit we can see where it goes, but I'm kind of excited to where this is going because we're just, again, we're funneling all the traffic in one direction, and that is the goal for this. And let's add, I'm just adding a highway connection to over here. There you go. So I don't know if we needed that big of a road, but for the time being, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to start detailing the crap out of this. So you guys, you know, so it doesn't look as boring, but I think this will look pretty cool once it's detailed. I know it's very vanilla looking because guess what? There's no detailing at all. But I will be right back, and I will add this highway connection, and any road that was a little questionable, I'm going to edit that. But so stay tuned, guys. The time lapse will be about 2 minutes, and we'll talk to you in Okay, guys, so we are back, and I did fill this oil industry in a little bit. I did add the usual trees and stuff like that, but I figured we had a lot of empty space because we used all the oil industry buildings. So what I decided to do was I kind of liked to add the rocks. I added fences around here, but I added more rocks, and what I will tell you, one tip, you cannot add trees to this polluted area. It will not work. They will look very dead. So that's why I added all the bushes, and as you can tell, like, the pollution does get to the trees a little bit. Those look a little dead, but that's just a part of the rock. So I did add that. Then I did add these oil drums to our area because guess what? It is an oil industry, and those oil drums fit in really, really nicely. And then I guess you could say over here, I just added more oil rigs. I kept everything like this just to keep traffic orderly. So traffic seems to be going okay. What I need to do is I actually need to control those traffic lights. But everything for the most part, especially over here, has worked out really nicely. So, I mean, I might need to fine tune some things. But overall, it's worked really nicely. I do have a cargo train station, which is now going to start exporting oil products and importing other products. So that should really, really bring a lot of profit to our oil industry. Then over here, I did add a couple things. I did add the barracks so we can improve our efficiency, our workers' efficiency. I did add a police and fire station. Earlier, I did have a fire in this area, and it was not good. But overall, I'm very happy with the way this build turned out. It's better than plopping things down, and we added things correctly, and it looks really good. Even though that land is really polluted, everything turned out great. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. I probably do need to adjust the traffic a little bit, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with the way everything turned out. I would like to build a cargo harbor, I think, in this area. I think I might build a little island or something and just try to get cargo harbor going. But that's for a future video. But thank you guys for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully you like this build.